Hello, this reading is for Wei. Hello, dear Wei. Thank you so much for this opportunity to read with you, read for you. And I am very much looking forward to connecting with your kitty. If I can light this candle and not burn my fingers off. Thank you very much for trusting me with your darling Gur. You said that you called him Gur Bear. And I'm hoping that the messages that come through for you are helpful and healing. And so let's go ahead and get started. I've lit a candle, as you see here. And I'd like to, I've already connected with my guides and with my higher self. You'll hear my dog at the door, pardon me. And I invite you to do the same as we come into this space and connect with our own higher selves and guides, but also ask for the spirit of Gur to join us in this space. I have, hope that's okay with you, brought a little bit of kitty treats, some kitty food as an offering to him. You know, you got to bring those treats when you're calling a kitty over to you. And I'll go ahead and start shuffling the cards. Gur, we ask you to join us in this space. Your Mama Wei is wanting to connect with you and is asking that you speak to us through the cards so that she may also learn how you communicate with her from the other side as well, what she can look out for. And so we would love to have you speak to us through the symbolism in these cards. I chose a deck that is pretty simplistic and clear in its symbolism. And any additional insights that may come through as we speak. We would like to ask you for an opening message. Okay, amazing. I'll explain why in a moment. And also how you would describe your relationship with Wei, your relationship together. Something that she can carry with you in this life from your time together. The big question, how will you communicate? And how will you and how do you communicate from the other side? And how she can honor you in life. All right, hoping all of these are in frame and illuminated. Let me adjust them really quick here. And as your additional question, Wei, is the same, is you want to know how to look out for his signs. I'm going to pull an additional card for that one as well. All right, so let me just get everybody in kind of a better arrangement here. Okay, Wei, hopefully this is a much better configuration here with the camera angle. And again, I just want to invite Gur into this space and Or you have already communicated by helping to choose the cards themselves, but I also ask that your messages come through in my transmission and interpretation of the cards as well. So I just want to take a moment to share really quick that cats and dogs are so different. Of course, I just finished doing another pet mediumship reading, and it was for a dog, and the messages that came through were very, very literal and very, hi, I'm dog, I like Stick, we chase Stick. We chase Stick again in heaven. It was cute, it was innocent, it was very like surface level, and it was cute how the messages came through so literally. And then with the cat, it's like, my dear human, I see so much potential in you. And what's funny is I asked for an opening message in the first reading as well, and I got the exact same card. So the exact same card came through, but again, finding a completely different message coming through here for you. So I see the symmetry here between this first card and the last card, but we'll get into that in a moment. So as this card is the opening message from Gur, I want you to take just a second to take a look and digest it, because of course you are a reader yourself, and you're going to have your own personal connection to this card. But I just want to point out the Sphinx, of course, and the Sphinx will come up in just a moment, but very feline, very feline. And so I'm getting the sense here that Gur is stepping in to remind you of your power. Looking at all of the cards together, I am wondering if the relationship that you had with him was one of emotional support, where you leaned on him in your times of emotional need and crisis, when things were going on in your life, when things were very dramatic and heavy, and maybe perhaps you might have been feeling like a victim. And I hope I'm not running away with this idea here. Hope I'm not missing the mark, but I'm getting the impression that he was kind of, your emotional support animal, that you came to him when things were hard, or at the very least he saw all of your pain and all of your struggle and everything that you were going through. And here he's reminding you that not only do you have so much power within you and at your disposal, but what you're working through right now, like now is the time. Now is the time to gather up all of your momentum and all of your courage and all of your inner fire, and use that, channel your will to be successful in what it is that you are currently working toward. So he's just coming through very strongly, saying like, hey, listen, I'm not around right now to like physically nudge you, but I'm nudging you right now from the other world. And of course, there are there's myths about the cat that has two paws in this world and two paws in the other world. And I feel that when they pass on, it's the same but reversed. I feel like he still has his paws there in your life, and wanting to remind you of everything that he saw in you. Now can see it even much more clearly, because he is part of spirit. So not to get too esoteric with it, but I get the feeling that you don't mind. But that is what I'm feeling here, is his big grand opening message for you. Like, take those reins. If you could see yourself the way that I see you, and the way that I'm able to see you now from where I am, nothing would stop you. You wouldn't let anything stop you. You wouldn't let yourself stop you. Now, with regard to how he would describe your relationship, and we have this Five of Pentacles coming up, and I'm curious if you adopted him or rescued him, or took him off the street, or how he came into your life. I saw this card and very strongly felt like you saved him in some way. And so if that's the case, he never forgot that. That was a very big part of his bond to you, and he felt grateful for that. And so again, hopefully not missing the mark here, but that is the message that is coming through. And even if that perhaps wasn't the reality, that's how he felt, that you took him in and he didn't have to live his life outside like a wild creature, at least not all the time. I don't know if he was an indoor or outdoor cat, but he felt taken care of by you, sheltered by you, loved and fed and cared for by you, and he is forever grateful for that. Now, with what you can take or carry with you from your time together, we move from the 5 of Pentacles over into that 10 of Pentacles. So I think that you're being reminded here how much it felt like the two of you were family, how everything just felt right and stable, and that family that you created together between the two of you, and of course your other family members too, but how secure and how right it felt. And I wonder if he really enjoyed those pets from everyone. I know this looks more like a canine creature, but this animal is getting some good love in there. So again, moving from the 5 of Pentacles into the 10 of Pentacles, and this being a message from him. Again, if your relationship was that you leaned on him a lot for emotional support and you kind of felt like you saved each other, then it's important to remember that you have everything that you need inside of you to have that feeling of groundedness and family and stability and security, that's there, that's available to you, and he wants you to remember that. Okay, so moving into this side, interestingly, we have mostly swords on this side. So we have pentacles and a major arcana, we have swords and a major arcana over on this side. And here we're asking first, how will he communicate with you from the other side? And we have the 6 of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So at first this card, the 6 of Swords, kind of stumped me a little bit. I felt like there was something a little bit deeper there. Of course, I'm going to hold this up here for you to see what you see in it. There might be something that immediately comes to mind for you that is specific to your relationship with him. Could be the number 6, maybe it was polydactyl, or some significance there with the swords. But what I'm thinking here, we see 2 figures. This little mini figure right there by your side, not moving and traveling with you through the waters, through those murky waters, moving onward through that dark night. And I think the message that's coming through here is that he's still with you, and he will continue to be with you, that he is bonded to you, and that he's moving with you through this passage of life still from the other side, and helping to guide and navigate you through and away from things that don't serve you, and towards something else. So you can feel into that and feel his presence right there with you along for the ride. You forged a very special bond in life, and that is something that doesn't just go away in death, that hangs around. So that's the impression that I'm getting here. And then when we ask for a bit more clarity and information, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And of course, as we learned, you might already have, but I had it pointed out to me during our Magic Monday sessions here, is that within the Wheel of Fortune we have tarot, here. So Rota, Tarot, or at all of that in here. And I'm really thinking that aside from the fact that cats are agents of chaos, of course, and if they have the chance, they'll definitely meddle in everything. But I think that this is symbolizing the tarot itself, and so knowing that because he's always there with you, you can talk to him at any time, and you can talk to him through the tarot yourself as well. You can pull cards, and he can speak with you, and he'll speak with you quite clearly through that way. So I was expecting to see, you know, perhaps some signs out there in the world he might use, but I feel feels almost like like he's laughing at that. You know, he's a cat. How can I explain the message that's coming through? Like, you know, what am I, a dog? I'm not gonna send you some cardinals and butterflies and stuff. You know, I'm right there. I'm in the magic with you. I'm turning the wheel with you. I'm on this journey together. I'm under the surface. I'm in your dreams. I'm in your magic. I'm in your life. Just talk to me. Pull the cards. I'm still with you. You know, like a familiar, like a witch's familiar, right? So that's the impression that I'm getting here with this card. And I'll also note that we have this Sphinx coming up again, just like the cat weaving its way through the cards here, jumping up on the perch with a little. And then with the final card here, I see this Knight of Swords mirrored here in this original opening message. And so this closing message here, the question that we asked is how you can honor him in life, right? So that's kind of like a closing message. And so again, going back to that theme of him seeing the greatness in you, like he snuggled up close to you at night. He heard your heartbeat. He felt your spirit. He saw your life, your ins and outs, your ups and downs, your true soul and spirit, and what you're capable of. And he knows that you got this. Like you can do so much more in anything that you want to do. And you know, all those bitches that try and cut you down. Like I see him looking at you in this way, right? You can be that Knight of Swords. You can drive that chariot. You can stoke that inner fire and go in swords ablazing and make shit happen and not let anyone take advantage of you, not let anyone breach your boundaries, and basically, you know, stand up for yourself, stand up for the life that you want. Sorry if those were out of frame. And make it happen. He's there to cheer you on. He's there with you. And you can call on him for guidance on how to make that happen. Sometimes we need someone to see us from the outside, you know, to really realize our strengths and our potential. So you have that. You have that partner. You have that spirit partner there with you. And I think he's wanting you to talk to him. So Wei, that is the message that is coming through to me from the cards, hopefully from Gur to you. And I'm going to close out this space. I want to thank Gur for being here with us this evening. You lovely little kitty baby. So I'm going to release you from here to go back to where you'd like to be. And thank you so much, and thank you to you, Wei. As I'm practicing this style of reading, any kind of feedback would be helpful. If something hit the mark or resonated, I'd love to know that. If something didn't, or you needed clarity, or you just kind of, you know, just want to share, that would be incredibly helpful. But I hope that you have a wonderful evening or rest of your day whenever this reading reaches you. And I'm happy to read for you anytime. So take care, and I'll see you in the group.